afternoon, everyone. So as you can see, made a bit more progress on this reinstatement job. If you watch the first video, you can see obviously, like I said, made a bit more progress today. Obviously the conditions haven't been helping us, but all I'm doing is just scraping this off so the track dumper can travel to the bottom down there, and then I can spread the topsoil from the bottom. But yeah, that's what's happening, just scraping this off. I reckon a couple more days we should have this wrapped up. Wednesday, Thursday next week, so all we've got to do is that little bit in there. And then you literally just got so that stuff you see there I've smoothed off. I've literally got that far bit over there, smooth all that off, smooth all this off, and yeah, and that'll be it then. Obviously take all the fencing down as well. Yeah, put more over here, and then we'll start down the bottom again. Yeah, you can see, well, if you can see it, the machine's just sinking like mad. But that's what the dozer was doing, just kept constantly sinking. So doing here, just smoothing the top off, pushing it down a little bit, tamping it in, because material, you can see it, it's all so wet. But it's working. So yeah, I've done all that so far. Filled all that in. You can see over there how wet it was over there. So the far side beyond that, what I've done there, smoothed all that. I'll go beyond there, and then I'll smooth all that all the way up the hill, smooth all this. So obviously that's the last of the topsoil there. Smooth all that when it's gone, and then smooth all this. This is literally all we got left, but I've got to get rid of all that water, get rid of these bales, the rest of that fencing. But yeah, you can see like on this, on the subsoil, I'm having to dig the subsoil, put it on the topsoil, and when the topsoil's down here, I'm having to bring the subsoil back in on the bottom, because the dumper won't be able to travel on that. So we've got him coming down here, so I've dug this, and then he can come down here, reverse down the bottom there, tip it, and then I can smooth it all out then. It's just the easier way of doing it. But yeah, like I said, it's working, so carry on. A couple more days, I reckon. A couple more days we should be done. It's looking good. Looking better than what it did anyway. But it did now come back in after the weekend, so today's Monday, come back in, and yeah, we had quite a bit of rain on Saturday. But that's the good thing, is we've got that track dumper now, so we're not having to, well, we're not struggling really at all. It makes a hell of a difference having that here instead of wheel dumpers, because when we had wheel dumpers here, we could only stop them. See the Harris fencing at the far end there, you can literally tip them there, and then I had a dozer and I was pushing it to here. So this is as far as I got with the dozer. And yeah, last week we had to off-hire it because I got it stuck, because I just couldn't get the dozer to sit on it, because as you can imagine, you can see all these ruts here. That's literally all I kept doing, was making the ruts. So we got rid of that, off-hired that, and then got this 20 tonner in, and it's making a hell of a difference, because it's gone from that to looking like that. So customer's happy, we're happy, it's working. So yeah, it's going good. It's going good. Right, I'll move this little bit of slop here. But yeah, you can definitely tell the machine's struggling to track in these conditions. It's not liking it, put it that way. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So if I can clean up half the dumper, then he can come down the bottom then. I'll meet him down the bottom. So I get John to tip there, and then I'll hay-make that over there then. Tip that there. When I smooth that bit, I can drag it up the other way then. And then after that we can start back down the bottom of the field and work our way back up. Yeah, that's the trouble with this time of year in January. You just got to go with the flow. Obviously the weather conditions never helps when it's like this, but we figured a way to do it and it's working. So yeah, you can see it's all just sticking in the skip and everything. Horrible. Now I'll just smooth it off a little bit, and then use it as a ramp for the dumper to come down. Start smoothing this site out, but my main thing is I want to get, if I can get this, all this filled in, that's the main thing I want to get done. And then I can worry about smoothing the entire site off after. Just want to get this filled up before, if we have any more rain, at least then it's done, don't have to worry about it, we can just smooth everything off. Tell you what, it'd be handy if I had a tilt bucket or a tilt rotating bucket. That would be really handy right about now, especially with all these contours, because obviously you can see the field isn't flat, it's contours, so it slopes this way and this way, and then slopes, it's like a dome on it as well, so it's not flat. So yeah, a tilt bucket or something like that would be really handy right about now. They're working with it. It's just all this wet, it's so wet. And there's literally nowhere for it to go. It goes, when we pump it, so that pond up there, that gets pumped into that one there. And then from that one, gets pumped out again. Yeah, you can see we've had quite a bit of rain on the weekend. Just want to try and turn these tracks around as well. I am literally sliding everywhere. So wet. That's all dry for the dumper now anyway, so he can come all the way down here. So all these little bits keep trying to get caught on the counterweight. Try and keep the machine as clean as I can. Sometimes you just can't help it because look at that, it's so wet. So John's on his way down. And you make that to the corner. get back to you in a minute, see what's going on with this dumper. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the dumper yet. So just got one of the machine drivers to have a quick look at it, because he reckons it's a switch or something. So get him to look at it. If that don't work, then I'll have to get a fitter out to have a look at it, which is annoying. Hey yo, these things happen. So, do this quick, pop up the top, try and figure it out. It doesn't really help working in these conditions, to be honest, but kit is a bit temperamental. So I'll pop up there now quick, see what's going on. Catch you in a minute. So got a fitter coming out at some point to have a look at this dumper. Sort that out. So literally all we can do now, because we're a dumper down, that's the only one on site, so I just have to start grading and smoothing the rest of the site out. So yeah, bit annoying, but one of them things. So I got Pete's going to come over and give me a hand as well, the 13 tonner. We'll hopefully be able to get all this done up here, and that's done then. I've just got to leave this strip here for the dumper. I'll leave this strip the entire length of the site. So, because obviously we still got to get rid of the rest of the topsoil. So, yeah, leave this strip in, do the rest of that, and then that's all done. Don't have to worry about it then. The only time the machine has to come down here, which will be the 13 tonner, will be to collect the Harris fencing. But that will be the very last thing on site. That's it. And then Pete can smooth all that off after, as long as he stays as close as he can to the fence. He ain't going to make too much mess then. Yeah, it just means we can get this done then. Don't have to worry about it. But it is a bit annoying that the dumper's gone down, but like I said, it gives us time to get this done now anyway, so I think it's going to start raining soon anyway. Yeah, it is. Here comes the rain there. That's the rain just coming now, which is annoying, but hey ho. Like I said before, it's this time of year, you just got to deal with it. That's all you can do. Come down the bottom of the field, start smoothing everything out. Too fussed about how it looks, because all this is going to be dug back up at some point, because it's got planning in for a couple of houses to go up. So where Pete is over there, the house at the far end over there is going to be demolished, and then that's where the site entrance will be from the main road up the hill. So yeah, like I said, I'm not too fussed about how this looks, to be honest, because it's all going to be dug back up. I think all of this field's being dug up, so there's going to be quite a few houses going in here. But yeah, it'll be quite a big earthworks project. That will be. So yeah, if I can get all this done, that'd be really handy, because that rain's coming in now. It's coming in quite heavy. It's annoying. There you go. What we can do. But that's the perks of being in one of these. I'm not getting wet, I'm not getting cold, I'm keeping nice and dry and warm and clean. That's the main thing. Perks of the job. Perks of the job. This is the problem I had when I was driving the dozer. Every time you track forward, you were creating like ruts, so you couldn't really smooth it out, to be honest. And I'm not one for backblading, really. I try my best not to do it. I only do it in certain jobs, if I'm having to like work out corners and stuff like that. So I try my best not to backblade. But yeah, that's the problem I had here. It just was making ruts like this, and you couldn't really do a lot about it. So it didn't look the best. That's why I like to use the excavator, because you can just smooth it all out, and it just makes it look a bit more presentable. I know it's wet, but there's not a lot I can do about that. So, and the customer client knows about it, so I understand that it's this time of year that we're trying to reinstate the field. It's not really the best time to be doing it, but at the end of the day, we don't know what's happening with the UK in the recession, so any job is a job. So just take it as it comes. I'll catch you back in a minute. So I'll get all this done, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I've done it. See you in a minute.